The Downrez module is a very useful function if you designed a square album and you like to order a smaller square album. Then you can use Downrez. So let's say we created an album here. You got all the spreads here, both in JPEG and PSD format. So what I'm going to do now is click on this Downrez button. And this dialog, the first thing I'll do is I'll set my input folder to be the folder where the spreads are stored, and they are in this folder called book. That's the same folder as this one. Next thing I'm going to do is to choose a target album. Let's say I want to do a small Saal 19 by 19 centimeters. And when I click here, a subfolder will be created, a subfolder to this top folder. This subfolder will have the name of the album that I've chosen. So usually you only have to press run. If you want, you can change the policy here, which determines how you handle books that are not exactly square. The standard policy is to fill in, which means that a few pixels might be cropped, left or right or top and bottom. You can test how much by pressing the test button. And in this case it will crop 35 pixels on each side. The other option is to stretch, and in this case it will be vertical stretching of about 1.5%, which is acceptable. You don't want to do horizontal stretching, making people thicker. But I'm still going to go for the fill-in here. You can also tell Downrez here whether you want to process only JPEG file or JPEG and PSD files, but normally you only want JPEG files, so you can order a smaller album. So now I'm going to press run, and the first thing it says that this file here is a cover, I think, so you don't want to downres that, because the cover is something you'd have to design for your target album after you downres it. And now it's going through all the spreads, and if we have a look here in Bridge, you'll see there's a new folder here called Saal 19 by 19, and if we look there, it's building all the JPEG spreads for this particular album. So it's a quite effective way of ordering smaller albums for perhaps a wedding, if you want a smaller album for family or best man, bridesmaids.